doing things that we weren't planning on doing. Are you recording now?
Greg,
We gotta take the seat out of the van.
ended up buying an engine for the 350. That quick.
Yeah, well, dude, literally for the price of this engine and like the swap kit and everything, it's like the same price as the LS that I was looking at, and it's way cooler, and will make way power for a lot less money. Well, I say that now. It's gonna probably, you know, spiral out of control. Piece of shit trans.
Oh, look at all that. What's that, oil? Motor oil?
Trans fluid.
Shit like motor oil.
I hope it's not motor oil.
Stick your finger in and smell it.
Now I'm trying to get this on video.
Don't even try to hide it.
I'm not.
So then, like, what's the plan for today?
I'm gonna try to pull off the exhaust manifold, pull off the turbo. The intake manifold, yeah, I'm gonna have to pull it off anyway.
So, 1JZ teardown?
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna, I might leave the stock intake manifold, but I have to take the head off because I think I'm gonna get the head built because the bottom end will handle like 650-ish foot-pounds of torque. The head is really the only problem, which isn't really a huge problem, but I figured if I'm in there and I have to take it off, I might as well do the head.
Yeah.
Bottom end, not messing with that. But I gotta delete the AC, I'm gonna do a new timing belt. I'm gonna do a new crank pulley, because these are like a two-piece. And a lot of the times like the rubber will break and people like shoot them off of their car.
Damn.
So I'm gonna do front main seal, rear main seal, obviously head gasket, all like the valve seals and everything, because valve seals go bad in these like pretty often. And then I'm gonna do a CX Racing manifold, because it's like one of the only manifolds that I know of that'll actually fit the 350, and they're cheap. And I know a lot of people run those. So I already ordered that. I'm deciding what turbo I want. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know too much about these, but that's why I
Shit, we're gonna learn today.
I just want to learn, yeah. I mean, it's easy enough to just take the stuff off, and 90% of this shit I'm not gonna use since I'm doing aftermarket turbo.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically just like inject, like fuel system, built head, aftermarket turbo, and then I'm just gonna redo all of like the gaskets and seals and everything.
All right, let's go.
Hopefully.
Got that GoPro ready?
Yep. I'm not gonna try to take off this belt. I'm just gonna Wait, the GoPro's already recording. Now we're pulling off the crank pulley. Apparently it's torqued to like 250 foot-pounds, so I have a 5-foot pipe. We're gonna see if this works. If not, I'm gonna try heating it up, and then I'm gonna try throwing this motor in the trash. This is not the right kind of puller for this at all. If that wasn't apparent by the way that this is going. It has threaded holes. It's supposed to be like a little U-shaped thing with the bolt through the middle. Add it to the parts graveyard. So there's the tensioner. How in the world do you get this off? That's how you check for top dead center. It's got line, 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 line. And well, I guess this is supposed to be at 0, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm thinking to get this off, you just take off this top cover and the bottom cover and move them away. I was really dumb trying to think. I'm like, wait, how in the world? Well, you must have to take this thing off. Maybe you turn that. The cap slides off. God, it's like so greased up. People are probably gonna be like, damn, when did you get so good at engine work? I'm like, never. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just know, take out bolts till things come off. E2, E3, E4.
Exhaust.
I could just take a picture of it. She's heavy. I don't know, everything looks alright, doesn't it? I see a gasket in there. I want to turn it over. Dude, this thing looks amazing. If anybody's wondering why I did 1J instead of 2J, it just revs higher and it sounds cooler. It can handle like the same power as a 2J. It'll have a little bit less low end torque, but that's what a smaller turbo's for. I don't need to make a ton of power. I do want to make a lot of power, but
Yeah.
I don't need it to be like 1,000 horsepower. Well, look at all the organized 2JZ accessory. I don't even know. I bagged the head and just all the stuff, because it might be sitting here for a while. If anybody has any advice on what to do,
Comment below.
yeah, comment below.
Welcome. 3 years later, maybe 2.
Yeah, this is the lost files. It's like, oh, we don't know. We got no content. So we might as well just go through the stash and see what we have. Do I pop the hood and reveal this amazing swap?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude,
We built
this
up
thing
so
has
much
been
height.
collected.
I know. It's been sitting in the same spot. Damn, ain't nothing changed. Get a light on there.
That's a VQ in there.
Man.
Dude, this thing literally looks like it got damaged from sitting. I honestly don't remember what we talked about in the last video other than tearing down the 1J. But we can go look at it. Okay. Literally, this is the saddest thing. She's nice and covered up. I've been putting oil on it just to make sure that it doesn't get all rusty. But basically, I bought the motor, planning on swapping it, and then shortly after, I bought a house. So I was like, we'll wait on the motor till the VQ blows up or whatever. I decided to swap it and sell it, the VQ running. But now, fast forward a year, me spending a bunch of money fixing up my house because it was a piece of shit when I bought it. I didn't do the swap, obviously. And then now that Jay-Z prices are through the fucking roof. Basically, I cleaned a bunch of the parts. They need to be cleaned again. I got it already. I got OEM gasket kits. I bought a shitty manifold. Did I talk about any of this before? I honestly don't know. But now, it's for sale. There's no point in me building my entire chassis around a Jay-Z engine if they're gonna continue this price jump. Like, I bought that like $1,600 bucks.
I thought it was less than that.
I'm pretty sure it was 16. With the auto trans that nobody wants, that basically every 1J comes with. But now, 1Js with the auto trans, they're selling from like I saw one for $6. The cheapest one I saw was in like upstate New York, and it was like $3,600.
Damn.
But it's like if I build the whole car around this motor, buy the mounts, buy the wiring harness, and it's like, and then the motor blows, I gotta go drop $5,000 on a.
That's kind of steep for a part tuber.
Yeah. And then I'm still working on my house because I don't know how long it's been. 2 years? 1 year?
Yeah.
No, over a year, because I've had my house for like a year and 6 months.
So basically, if y'all guys...
Probably almost 2 years.
If anybody's looking for a 1J...
Yeah. I don't know if I even want to try to sell it through YouTube, but I don't know if I'm going to include the manifold or... I don't know. If somebody wants it and they just want a block, and it's like around the price of what I paid for it, then I'd be cool with that too. I've literally I saw a block, it had... some detonation in one of the cylinders or something, screwed up a piston. 5-cylinder, 1JZ, only bottom end for $1,600. Like that's, I got the whole motor with the trans for that. I'm like, yeah, these prices are ridiculous. And I don't want to build my chassis around that motor. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think if anything, it probably LS, even though I don't want to do that, and I'll put a bunch of mufflers on it so it doesn't sound like shit all the time. Or keep it VQ because it sounds like shit all the time already.
Hopefully you'll just supercharge it, but you know.
Supercharge what, the VQ?
Yep.
No, if it was an older motor, maybe. The HRs, they've got the dual intake. Those are like, so you get the twin supercharged, or I think a couple companies make it, but it's like $8,000. Like, no way. I could literally LS swap it for around that price, depending on what LS I go with. And then also another reason I don't want to get into this is I share a shop with 2 hoarders. As you can see over here. Oh, something else to trip on.
Man, I cleaned up. I made a walkway.
Ah.
Dramatic. Oh. I can't show too much on that side because that's going to be revealed in the next build.
Do you want to show that little teaser to finish off the video?